Shalom. Following Yeshua. Following Yeshua. I thought you were off grid. How do you have water coming out of a hose? Well, I'll show you. First, let me show you. We just picked these two right here. Those will be eating this Shabbat. And we have some yellow ones on the other side that we're going to pick. So, these plants are dead right here. So I pulled them, tossed them. But let me show you. So I had somebody ask me, how do you get water for your plants when, obviously, when it hasn't rained for a while, and it's been raining here pretty steady. Well, this hose is gravity fed from this right here, this barrel, which comes off my little shed roof. So water comes down this hose into this 55-gallon barrel, then it's gravity fed all the way down there to the garden. So it takes care of that garden and it takes care of this garden. So right now it's been watered. My seed starting station. But the big news is, I know it's not really, clean in the appearance, but we got our solar up. Hallelujah. I came home from work today and was just too excited, so got on it. And again, this is just the start of our system. This is just the start of where it's going to be. I'm going to build a more sturdy stand. I have my blueprints drawn out, but I want something quickly that I could just throw up. So I threw this up. Again, those are 230 watt panels. Let's see. The batteries are at 12.4. So they're maintaining the charge. There's my inverter right there. So hooked it all up, ran all the wiring. Let me see. We brought in 0.8 kilowatts of power, and I've had this up for about, I'd say I had it up since about 2:30. So it's doing pretty well. I got to remove some trees still, but we're still able to get power. We're still getting even the charging right now, and to show a little, just a little bit of proof that it's right. Because people were asking, how I want to see you get it up. I want to see you. We've had the fan running all day. Let me see. There you go. There you go. Oh, there you went. My battery. I charged this already, but I just wanted to show. There we go. See, it's charging right there. Off of my inverter, pulling out 12.3. It's the output right now. So it took me about an hour and a half to put this up. And again, this is just a start. I'm getting 2 more panels and 3 more batteries for this setup. And then I'm going to be creating another one, several setups to run certain things. We're going to get a deep, what do you call them? Freezer, a chest freezer. And we're going to use it actually as a refrigerator because chest freezers tend to work better when in regards to water, holding the cool in. So we're getting a chest freezer, and it's going to be used to as a refrigerator, for the extension. Hallelujah. Got some more burnt out as far as the stump, for the house expansion. So it's just, everything's just progressing. I got all this done today. Hallelujah. After work, came home from work and just got on it. And it's been a blessing because we have power, and, we've been our fan right so far. We're running it since we got it up. And I turned on our 44-inch TV, and had that running. And the children were, I turned on the Xbox and turned on a movie just to see how much draw it was. And I mean, everything's working perfectly. Everything's working perfectly. So very excited about that. People ask me, following the show, how did you gain the knowledge to do these things? I studied. And you'd be surprised. I did not know any of this stuff before I came out here. I've literally been studying solar the past, I'd say, 3 or 4 weeks. I want to say thank you, Brother Jerry. He's been on call answering all. When I was in Missouri, I called him with an emergency because I had an emergency question, trying to see if the salesman was trying to sell me something I didn't need, and contacted Brother Jerry, and he was there by his phone and answered my phone call and pointed me in the right direction. So thank you, Brother Jerry, so much. Even today, when I was calling him with some questions, he was right there, answered the phone. So the system's up. We're gonna go back and get 2 more panels and 3 more batteries very soon, within the next, I'd say probably next month, to expand it. So yeah, we've had our um, TV running, 44-inch TV. We had our Xbox running on it. We had a fan running on it. We've been charging our cell phones. And we've been charging our cell phones since we've been here on our car battery. And, well, we know what happens with that. Sometimes you end up killing your car battery. So now we can charge them here. We don't have to worry about going out to the car. They can be charged right there in the house. So, and all this is, once you pay for the system, I'm not paying a bill ever again. An electric bill will never be paid. I haven't paid an electric bill in over 2 years. Well, a year and a half since I've been here. Well, a year and a couple months since I've been here. And we as a people, we are doers. We went out and did. There's nothing greater than going out and doing. You can sit on your butt all day long and fantasize and talk about it. And it seems that's what we like to do. We like to talk about things, but we don't ever get up and do. I went out and just did these things. And for those who are doers, they went out and just did these things. I draw a lot of inspiration. Elder Boaz, uh, uh, and watching him do it, because it's not a bunch of people. It's just one man who set out, had a vision, and went out and went about it. Pastor Fox, one man had a vision, went out and did it. So I draw a lot of inspiration from these people. I draw a lot of inspiration from those that have set forth an example, and I'm thankful for it. Here I am now, got power. It's going to be beautiful as far as charging my power tools, my cordless tools. And these are the things you can do it. I mean, I'm watering my plants from rain catchment, caught from a little 8x8 rooftop. There it is. Look at that. A little 8x8 rooftop. You can do it. The question is do you want to do it? The question is are you going to make the sacrifices to do it? That's the question. That's really the question. I went out and set out and just did it. The Father gave me the vision, and I've been about his vision that he has given me since he gave it to me. And these are the fruit. This is the fruit of what he has given me. This is the fruit. Power for my family. Food growing. Things I've never done. I got goji berries. These are goji berries. Never planted or grown goji berries before in my life. Amaranth and, different things coming up right here. Look at that. Ginger. Ginger. My, what is that? Arugula self-sowed itself. Those big vines right there are sensation lettuce that grew. There's rain catching right there. Just the things that I've been able to do. I went to Walmart, and I don't usually buy these things, but they were selling all-purpose fertilizer for $1 a bag. So I got probably 20 bags of that. Just brought it all home. They were clearancing it out. My mom used to be, when I was young, she taught me how to shop and, when to look for deals. And at the end of the season, the growing season, they clearance everything out. So I'm picking up stuff left and right, hand and foot. We just replanted this for some, quick, greens and things that are growing. So you'll be seeing come up here. We got more squash here in this garden. You come over here, and these are the other squash that I just planted. I just picked up some what do you call those things? Egyptian walking onions. You know, so we're people who did. We didn't spend all the time like we do today talking. There seems to be a whole hell of a lot of talking and not a whole hell of a lot of doing. And that's why people laugh and consider us a joke. Is because this is what we've done. Look at that little lizard. Look at that little lizard. So yes, got the solar up. You know, these are the things that you can do. And if you know, this is why we as a people had communities, we had tribes. Because we were doers. We didn't talk, we did. I have never done solar before in my life. I have never built a house in my life. I have never built a shed in my life. I have never had raised gardens before in my life. And have I had failures? Absolutely. I've absolutely had failures. I've absolutely had things I had to go and fix. Just like my life. I made mistakes and had to go fix them. But then there are the successes, the things that you succeed in that you did not know because we sat around. We waited for somebody else to do. I'm a type of person that if Yah says go, I'm going to go. I'm not going to sit around and wait and question and be in fear. I've always been this way my whole life. And you can ask Sister T. I'm a person that does. I go and do. And I've made mistakes in that, yes. But guess what? I've had successes also. And some people are so afraid of, of failure. You know, that spirit of failure comes inside of them. And they don't think they can do it. They don't think that they can do it. They're fearful. Well, guess what? I have not ever done it before. I have never, let me see, grown watermelon before. Never. But yet, here they are. Sugar baby watermelons. Got 5 or 6 of those coming up in here. I've never cut down a tree before. But here I am. If y'all put it in you to go do it, then go get it done. And stop asking everybody else what you should do. Because largely, they're afraid to go do it themselves. And they're going to sit around and not do it themselves. We need movers in Israel. We need movers in this faith. We need people who are done talking and said, you know what, damn it, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this thing. Y'all put the vision in me. He put it in me to go do it. I'm going to go do it. Got so many fearful people. Got so many fearful people. I lived in the hood my whole life. I've had backyard gardens. I've never, I've tried for years to get stuff to grow. And y'all bless the work of my hands. Because my faith is solely in him. It's not in what, congratulations I can get from man. And the whole point of this channel is not to look at me, look at what I'm doing. This is to show you that I'm great. No, it's to show you that if I can go and do it, if a Hebraic man who was raised around thugs and drugs and gangs and played college basketball and had nothing of worth, no skills, if he can learn these things and do it in a year and a half, learn these skills and do them in a year and a half with very limited funds. I didn't come out here. I came out here with no more than $5,000. No more than $5,000 I came out here with. If I can go and do it, then what is your excuse? What are you waiting for? 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 Do you have the faith to go and move when he tells you to move? And will you move? Or will you continually sit back and wait? I hope you have a blessed Shabbat on this preparation day. Hope you have a restful Shabbat. Shalom.